Alright everybody, welcome back to part 5 of the D-19 chassis with the 426 pull tractor build. If you happen to miss parts 1 through 4, there's a description below, or there's a link in the description below. Also a link of the video of the junkyard that I picked this stuff up at, that kind of salvage. This video, I want to start off by saying that I have scratched the whole painting of the chassis idea. Unfortunately, in order to pay for stuff like this, I have to farm and make money farming, and I've got a few farming projects that need to take precedent over painting my toy. As much as I want to see this thing painted, it's going to have to wait. We're getting into February, we're late in February here, March is coming, and I've only got a couple of months to get a 7060 overhauled and to rebuild at least one of my plows. That way I've got 2 big plows for plowing this spring. I'd like to have 2 of them. But anyway, we're moving forward. We're kind of in the middle of what this video is going to be. Stick around and kind of see how we got to this point. Last time you guys seen it, it was a little bit more together than this, and that's fabrication. Always, you're putting stuff together, taking it apart, seeing if it fits, putting it together, taking it apart, blah blah blah. Rinse and repeat 100 times until it all fits. So anyway, we're to the point right now where it all fits, pretty much. Except for the starter. Stick around and we'll talk about that. I'd like to take a chance now to thank everybody for watching. I'm pushing 900 subs, like 850 subs or something like that. And, you guys are great. I love all the comments, and I just enjoy doing this stuff and sharing these projects with everybody, and I'm glad everybody is enjoying it. Let's put it that way. So if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to see more builds like this. We're always overhauling something, we're always doing something on the channel here. Farming videos are coming up soon. We're going to be plowing and organic farming, everything's coming up. Pulling videos, I like to do a lot of pulling videos, and I got some good ideas for what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to team up with Bipster's Repair Shop on a couple of videos and try to make some really good productions out of a couple of the videos that we do. But yeah, other than that, thank you much for watching. Thumbs up, really helps get the videos out there, and I'm going to bring you back about a week and we'll go from there. I got these plates on, it's mounted, this is where it's going to be, which it's just above level right now, factory stance. It's just about a ½ inch higher to an inch higher in the front end. But basically, like I said previously, it'll get littler tires on it, and we'll fix that. And also, these are 38s, and I plan on running 34s, so it's going to be more than, an inch. So anyway, something to take care of after it gets painted, and once I get to pulling it, figure all that stuff out. Main goal is getting this sucker to run. So as you see, we got all this done. This right here kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. It really looks bad, and I don't really see it looking good after it's painted even. So got an idea there. Stick around and we'll show you what we're gonna do there. Also got some metal down here. I don't know where my other pieces are, but I'm gonna be building a weight bracket on the front of here really quick. We'll bring you along for part of that and show you the end result. So I'm over here to the machine shop, looking for some diamond plate to make my band-aid front end. Come around the corner and there's a bunch of this stuff just sitting here on the scrap pile. Look at that. Aluminum. And I brought my brother with, so he's versing all the tools over here. He's trained in my shop. So I'm over here welding my band-aid together.
You want an Olive Garden? I'll be done in a minute.
There's my cousin. Say hi, Stumpy.
Hi.
That smells like ionized air. Like, it doesn't smell like weld.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
Yeah, you're.
Okay, so we're back. You notice that that's off of there. I've got my Band-Aid. And also, this happened. This was very simple. No extending of the tin. You see right here. Yeah, it was, really. See right here, cut this. It's not overcuts, that's marker. A little bit better than that with a die grinder. But anyway, these are cut up here, and then the holes drilled to bolt it. You guys ever, you know, just have a cosmetic piece, really hard to find, and you spend way more money on it than you really wanted to spend on it?
How much more?
Well, you know, 50 bucks would have been nice. Anyway, that's $175 sitting right there. Huh. Anyway, moving on.
Hey guys.
Cut that up. Yeah, that's the one off of Frankie. Look at it.
As Rick Bark would say, it's minty.
Minty. That's fucking mint.
Fucking mint.
Anyway. Here's my Band-Aid. So now that we're back, I'm going to show you guys where that's going. This thing's starting to come together in my mind. It's right there. So I'm going to get that up there in spot, and I'll bring you back, show you what it looks like. There it is. Still need to finish up here. I'm gonna figure all that out, but most of the major fabrication is done. Moving on to steering. You can see the steering shaft over there. That's not going to work. So this needs to be extended. Bob's over there trying to get the shaft out of it. It is stuck. And I'm getting ready to pull that out. We've got this steering shaft. We're going to get a knuckle down there and bring it over. Oh, got to extend that down. Oh, put a bracket. Bracket. I think we'll be good to go. Well, it looks like we're moving backwards here, doesn't it? But we got the flywheel back the other day, so he's grinding that out, as you've seen from the footage. Front end's laid down. Moving forward. So this has been all nice and drowned out. As you can see, this was just a process of having the clutch sitting right there. It was on the engine. Then we would just slide it in, bring it up to where it was just rubbing. Then we'd take and we'd turn the engine over back here, and which then obviously it would give us a mark where we needed to grind. It's the easiest way that I know of doing it. It's the third one that we've had to do like this, so I kind of had an idea on where to start. But yeah, there's that. Bring up here. I was gonna get an OEM replacement seat for this tractor, and I got to looking online because I didn't need just the cushions. My pan was shot. So I was looking online, and the cheapest one that I could find was $400 before shipping. That came with a pan and cushions. And then I still had to rebuild, you know, the suspension underneath, which I have the bushings, but we spent money on them at some point. you know what I'm getting at. It would have, you know, I'd have had $500 into a seat. So anyway, this one was $130 at the local Farm and Fleet. Fits up on there nice, fully adjustable, with an adjustable weight thingy there. It's actually pretty darn comfy, to tell you the truth, and it fits on there nicely. So that's that. Something else, some of you guys probably hate me for it, but being a diesel, this had the section for 2 batteries in there. You know, you to run the dual 6 volts. But that's not going to work, because I got this big, I got that guy for it. So I just cut that out, and then once I get it up on the tractor solid, I'll go ahead and beat that down. What do you know, I got a battery box that fits a modern battery. This is what we've got on the starter situation. Now, I thought that I had some time lapse and a little clip of showing what this looked like before we started, but it wasn't on my GoPro last night when I went in. I don't know exactly what happened to the footage, so we'll just have to skip that, and you'll have to act like there was sparks flying. All we did was literally just took the that little piece of junk right there with cutoff wheel on it, and cut that off and cut that off best I could. Buggered the paint up some, of course. We should have never painted it before I started doing this, but I guess you live, you learn. Call yourself an idiot. Nothing some touch-up can't fix, I guess. Anyway, new problem that we come across with the starter. Okay, do you see this distance from here to here? The light's not the greatest, but you kind of see it sticking out down here, about a finger's length. If you'll notice, that's the distance from here, I'll show you, from here to here in the corner. There's about 1/4 of an inch that we do not have. What we did was we mounted the starter in here backwards, and you can see the line. That's where the edge of that starter is going to sit, and unfortunately there's engine in the way back there. So I'm looking for, I have a company that I need to call, and I'll let you guys know what I find out when I get off the phone with them here, that builds a gear reduction high torque starter for these. I need to get some dimensions off of it and figure out if it'll fit, but from the research that I found, it will fit. But if I can't find it, as odd as this sounds, this is 1/2 inch steel on the outside of this. I am not beyond grinding 1/4 inch off of that. You know what I'm getting at? I don't really see that it would change the structural integrity of it enough that it would harm it. But I don't want to go. This is the starter out of that combine engine, so if I destroy it, I have to buy another starter anyway for that combine engine. Well, I guess I don't really have to, because it's a backup. Just put whatever engine. Anyway, I don't want to destroy this if it's not going to fit. You know, I get to cutting into the thing and then completely destroy it and it doesn't fit. I'm trying to exhaust all other options before I do that, because that is a good working starter right now. It is a spare, but it's a good working starter. If I can avoid demolishing it for no reason, that'd be great. So anyway, like I said, I'll let you know what I find out on that with that company when I get off the phone there. Before I put this console back on, this steering shaft is stuck. It turns, but not easily. So I'm gonna wire wheel that off quick, bring it right back. Okay, before I mount this console up there, The steering shaft spins inside of here, but not very well. It's pretty tight, so I want to get that out and clean that up so that it's nice. I took a wire wheel to the end here, got some penetrating oil, starting to do its thing. Got my little, this works way better than a punch, it's just more solid, and you don't smash your thumbs and stuff, you know. That's pretty awesome, right? So I'm gonna beat this out of here, hopefully. So in order to get this shaft out all the way, you'd have to beat this pin out and bring it up. What I did was I beat it down here and I got past this bushing, and once I got past this bushing, everything spun actually pretty nicely. I think I could do it by hand, but it's kind of wedged up against down here is where the friction's coming from, I believe. But I got this cleaned off with the wire wheel. I got this cleaned off inside of there with some of this, and I got penetrating oil. As you can see, it ran down from the top here and just kind of been spinning it, and I'm going to put it back up through there. I'm going to put some never sees down here and some on this bushing, and we're going to see how it turns. Hopefully I don't have to take that pin out and pull it all the way out, but we'll see if I like it or not. Okay, check it out. Slides in and out of there very nicely. Good enough for the chicks I date. We got Bob over here is working on the fuel pump, fuel injection pump there. We were waiting for the throwout bearing and the pilot bearing for inside of the flywheel, of course. But we're going to get this engine mounted up there, and we're going to get fuel lines ran and exhaust figured out, and a couple other little things figured out while we're waiting for that. Basically try to get the thing buttoned up. So anyway, he's setting the exhaust up. Now, when we put this together, we put it at top dead center, number 1. And when we put it on here, it was showing that it was at like 3 degrees, was it, I think? Something like that. But anyway, that's this inner had spun on the pulley. So it's something that you want to keep an eye on. So it's getting timed. What did you decide this engine was?
That's
18 degrees, because it's got the new pump, static timing. I have a whole another video on that if you're interested. But anyway, we've got we had to do the math, you know, and take 3 degrees off of it because we were 3 degrees before, blah 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 blah, when we knew we were top dead center. So got to remember that this engine is getting timed at 15 degrees. So
at 15.
It's at 15 degrees right now, which there's your timing mark. He has got the pump set. I'm sure I don't even need to ask him if he did it or not, but he's got it set in the middle of the... Oh, this one isn't even like that, is it?
What?
Oh, you change it on the gear on this pump. That's right. That's right. The gear is notched out. I remember. But anyway, so yeah, he's got that in, and if you guys want to know how to time a diesel pump, I'll put a description in the link below to how to time one. You guys can check that out. So we're gonna move forward. I got this cleaned up. You can see how much stuff that I had in there. It ran out. But I'm gonna mount that up there, and we'll bring it right back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I got a box from eBay. What's in the box? Ha. Intake off of a 70-30, I think it said. I don't know. An intake off of a not intercooled 426. Doesn't that look a little bit more inviting than this big old stupid thing? There's a little difference there. You know, like 40-pound difference. This thing weighs, it can't be 2 pounds. That thing probably weighs 40 at least. So we put the engine itself on a little bit of a weight diet. Makes me happy. Gotta clean that up, get it painted, obviously. Alright, I got my Steiner package. I already opened it, as you can see, but what we've got in here. Oh, I can't get it out of there. We'll get that up there and show you what it looks like. Free parts catalog. I like looking through the books more than I like looking online. I don't know what this is. Let's sit down here. My brake pads. That makes sense. Got 2 sets of brake pads. Oil pressure gauge. Here's this. When you're working with the newer age ones, make sure that you get one that's good for up to 80 pounds. The older ones I think only go to like 35, some of them like 45. So yeah, 85 pounds. Brake return springs, rubber boot for my shifter.
And these are kind of what we've been waiting on.
Oh, I just got that just because. This is what we've been waiting on. Throwout bearing and pilot bearing for the flywheel. 2 items we've been waiting for. Everything else is kind of button up stuff. But I got my other package that I've been waiting for as well. It is over here. This is my radiator. It fits in that just perfectly. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain to fill it there, but we've got ways around that as well. But that also came with a little electric fan. Oh wow, I had you guys close enough there. Sorry. But anyway, come with a little electric fan. Altogether, that's 5 inches, a little less than 5 inches thick, which is great. Fits in there perfectly. That's, I don't know, Radiator. What's it say? Shot Chevy 3. I don't know. Whatever. It said Ford T-bucket something. I don't know. There it is though. It's awesome. Cheap. Come with an electric fan. I'm working on brake lines. He's working on brake lines. I'm working on fuel lines. He's working on injection lines. He's about to get the injectors in here. Lines on. Lines are all cleaned up, ready to paint, but they all got bent. Different shapes. So, anyway, they got to be mounted and then bent right and then painted and put back on. So, fun. We're going to keep moving forward though and get this thing put together. Alright, it's not duct tape, but if she doesn't find you handsome, she should at least find you handy. We got that all primed up so it doesn't rust. We've got the plate painted, sealed, and flywheel installed. Clutch is adjusted, ready to go together. Throwout bearing in there. Also have the new pilot bearing. We're ready to go back together for hopefully the last time.
Okay, so I got this last shipment here. I was kind of worried about this one. It's a temperature gauge. I ordered it from India. It was 22, 21, 25. What it is a temperature gauge. But before I even have it open, I'm actually impressed. Look at the way they packed that. And then the box is inside of there. When I first got it, I was like, what in the world is this? It's all soft and stuff. So I'm going to open it up. We'll see what it looks like. So you could tell it's a cheap reman. As far as looks go, it's more than adequate for what I'm doing. I guess if you were doing like a full restore and you wanted it to be perfect, it's not quite sized right, I don't believe. But either way, good enough for me. I noticed it's got, I didn't notice this when I bought it, but it must have a hookup for a light. So I wonder what color that is. And then I will test this and make sure that it's correct as far as temperature before I install it. But, you know, if it works out, that thing works and reads temperature correctly, I'm more than happy with that. 21, 25. This is the place that I said online. You can buy a whole dash kit for $50. It's supposed to work. That including the tack. I mean, I was kind of leery about it coming from India, but I don't know. If this works like it should, I wouldn't be scared to buy that tack kit. We're gonna call this one a video. This is how far we made it. The radiator kind of mounted in there. I gotta put 2 more holes in it up here on them tabs, but look how nicely that thing fit in there. Got my fuel system rigged up. Hand primer, filter base, shut off, drain, and the shut off here. But this way I can shut them off at both spots. I don't have to worry about repriming that part. Just the line that goes up to the fuel pump. Just held on there with these magnets right now. But that's where it's going. Pretty happy with that. Got that up there, got to paint it yet and get a bunch of plugs. That's going to be pretty simple, huh? 90 going into that. Bottom's going to be pretty simple too, but we'll cover that all in the next video. The next one, it will be either running or you will see catastrophe happen when we try to turn it over the first time. Either way, we're going to try to start this thing in the next video. So, I would like to thank everybody for watching. If you like this episode, give the video a thumbs up. Really helps get the videos out there. If you haven't subscribed, please consider. And I hope to catch you on the next one.